Good evening, I'm Emily Flores. Glenn Mills has the day off today. Thanks for joining us. We do appreciate it. We begin with Utah lawmakers reviewing whether the state's ban of conversion therapy violates the freedom of speech and if the Division of Professional Licensing has the authority to enforce this rule. ABC4's Ali O'Rulian live in Salt Lake City at the state capitol where they had this meeting. And Ali, what's the ruling being debated about?
The lawmakers agreed today that the majority of conversion therapy for kids should be banned. Some are unsure whether Utah went about it the right way. The issue also concerns conversion talk therapy and whether it violates freedom of speech. Now, speech is protected and conduct is not. State lawmakers are revisiting Utah's ban on conversion therapy for kids and whether or not it's constitutional.
Our review so far suggests the legal issues are unsettled.
Conversion therapy seeks to change the sexual orientation or gender identity of a patient or client, and it's against Utah law for psychologists to change, eliminate, or reduce behaviors, expressions, attractions, or feelings related to a patient or client's sexual orientation or gender identity.
We believe it's harmful behavior that is done by a mechanism of speech and therefore should be regulated.
Utah lawmakers discussing today where the line is when it comes to talk therapy, whether it's protected religious or professional speech, or whether it's considered harmful conduct, which is not protected.
There is no way for a therapist or even a lawyer to determine where the line is.
Courts that have looked at this have sort of drawn this line that, exploration of treatment options, discussing things with their patients is different than actually engaging in the practice of trying to help somebody change their sexual orientation or gender identity.
One clinician saying under the law, therapists feel comfortable talking about one's sexuality when they're exploring identifying as LGBTQ+, but not if they're considering identifying as straight or cisgender after identifying as LGBTQ+.
On the one hand, we might be scaring therapists. On the other, what are we really regulating?
Lawmakers also debating whether it was lawful for former Governor Gary Herbert to pass the ban under the Department of Public Licensing back in 2020, when legislation for a bill banning conversion therapy failed.
Was it appropriate? I would say no.
It didn't happen in a vacuum. A lot of people were involved. A lot of organizations were involved.
After over 2 hours of debating, advocates say they feel hopeful and hurt.
Truly listening to children, listening to those children, letting them talk about it, and then giving them honest opinions. That's what I'm talking about. That's what should always be legal.
The message that this sends to our LGBTQ youth is harmful, and they need to know that they are loved and perfect just the way they are. And we want them to be here. And I'm tired of seeing legislation and things come about that we have to promote suicide prevention resources after.
The committee adjourned without a decision made, but based on the back and forth we heard today, you'd expect this topic to come up again. Reporting live at the state capitol in Salt Lake City, I'm Ali O'Rulian, ABC4 News.
All right, Ali.